Hey guys! So I'm going to show you right now what I like to do with sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are kind of an obsession of mine. I'm not a huge fan of regular potatoes, but sweet potatoes I'm huge on, and the reason that I love them as well is even though they're a carbohydrate and they're starchy carbohydrates like regular potatoes, they're much lower in sugars. Actually, I don't really like this. I'm going to start again. So I'm just going to blah 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 and we'll go from here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to get too much into the detail that I'm just going to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys! Alright, sweet potato, a kind of obsession of mine. I do love these things. I love them mashed, I love them baked, I love them any which way. But I'm going to show you my favorite way to have them, which is as sweet potato chips, baked. And the reason I love them like this is I can eat them straight up as a side to a roast or any kind of dinner that I'm putting on for people. And I can also just then put them in the fridge, have them as a snack, add them to salads, over the next couple of days just to spruce it up. They are delicious and nutritious. So the cool thing about sweet potatoes, just so you know, is they're high in your B6 and vitamin C and D, iron, magnesium, potassium, and they're slow release carbs. So they're a great option if you're wanting something with a bit more oomph, but you don't want to be having anything that's fast release. You're not going to be training excessively. So all we do, and you can see I've already started, is peel your sweet potatoes, and then you're just going to make them, and you don't have to make them, I like them as long discs, but you can also just go for a simple cube. It's just I kind of like them to be crunchy, and if they don't go crunchy, depending on the heat you use or the oven, then they can also go a little bit caramelized, which is nice too. So once we've chopped them into little disc-like pieces, voila. Depending on the size of the sweet potato and how thick you like it, that's up to you and you get to play and feel. All I do is grab a little plastic bag and I take all the sweet potato and pop them in there. Doomdy in they go. And then what you're going to do with the humble little bag, it becomes your little shake and bake, I suppose. Because we're simply going to take a little bit of olive oil, and olive oil is fine for this. You could also normally actually use grapeseed oil, but I have olive oil today. But you can take a little olive oil because it's baking. We don't have to worry about flash points. So just a tiny drizzle of olive oil. This one's jar's almost out. This one's tipped over for quite so long. It's almost empty. But a little bit of olive oil. Some garlic granules if you like garlic. I was raised Russian, so I'm not afraid of the garlic. Chuck that in. And also some Italian herbs. So we're going to add that as well. Just shake, 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 shake. Get it in there, get it in there, get it in there. The more you like, the better. You can do this plain. You don't have to have any of those if you don't want to. A little bit of a twist, get some air in the bag, and then give it a good toss and a tumble. Rumble, tumble, rumble, tumble, just to get that garlic and herbs spread around. And then all we do is we grab our tray. And very gracefully, of course. Just spread them out onto your tray. I actually generally make a huge quantity of these. Finally, you get a little smaller once they've, you can kind of see that the herbs and the garlic is obviously on the sweet potatoes. If you find that it hasn't, gone on too well, you can always just sprinkle it once it's on the tray. Try to get your sweet potatoes spread out so that, they're not doubled up. They'll be a lot sort of crispier that way, and they'll cook quicker. Dump, 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 dump. So you can see that you're getting your, I'm not sure if you can see that from there, but obviously, some have more than others. Just like when you buy them, you get that one that's got more flavour than the others. So this tray is probably a little bit too small for all the ones I've got here, making, for the whole crew today, so we want to have some stuff to eat. So you can obviously go a little bit less if you want. And so it's as simple as that, guys. Chop, add your herbs and spices, whatever you like. A little bit of olive oil to get it to stick to it. And then into the oven. Now, depending on your oven and your heat, I normally go around 180, and I go anywhere 40 minutes plus, and I just keep checking. And you kind of want to turn them about halfway through if you like them crunchy both sides. Keep an eye on them because it kind of quickly goes from almost there to burnt, and I have done that a few times. I don't like mine burnt, I like them crunchy and delicious. So I'm going to pop them in the oven and we'll pull them out once they're done and have a look for you. Is that okay?